We are back live here for this main event here in San Antonio, Texas, but listen to this ovation for The Rock. The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring. From Miami, Florida, weighing in at 260 pounds, The Rock! The Rock is here in San Antonio, Texas for Tuesday Night War. He also came from the HWF tour bus. We just found out that HWF is going to be live all the way in The Rock's hometown of Miami, Florida. But this is The Rock. This is Stone Cold Steve Austin's home turf here in Texas. And Stone Cold Steve Austin's all the way from Victorian, Texas. This is our main event. HWF versus Tuesday Night War in one more match before we lead up in 3 weeks at Summer of July. And The Rock getting a huge ovation from the San Antonio, Texas fans. But right now, this is a big match for The Rock tonight. After what he has to withstood here. Because we all know The Rock, on the other hand, though, has a history here in Texas. But it was this day in history back in WWE. It was that day when Stone Cold Steve Austin took on The Rock at WrestleMania 17. And when he took on The Rock, he had a little help from Vince McMahon to win the WWE Championship. And that's the prime minute in history here in Texas. And The Rock is hoping to reverse it tonight without the help of Vince McMahon. Because Austin ain't on Vince McMahon's side anymore. He's on the side of Colt 412. But listen to this. And his opponent from Victorian, Texas, weighing in at 252 pounds, Stone Cold Steve Austin! Here comes the Texas Rattlesnake. Stone Cold Steve Austin is back home in Texas. And will you listen to this ovation? Will you listen to this ovation? A big ovation. Stone Cold is back home in Texas. And listen to this crowd. Absolutely on their feet for the Texas Rattlesnake, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Austin is back home where he belongs, here in San Antonio. Or should I say, right here in the heart of Texas. And right now, Stone Cold has to take on The Rock. These two know each other back in the Attitude Era. Stone Cold has beaten The Rock 2 times at WrestleMania back in WWE, and The Rock reversed the jinx ever since. And right now, a back body drop.
No matter what.
And right now, this match continues between these two, as these two know each other ever since the Attitude Era. And Austin going to work on The Rock. The Rock, a former TNW World Heavyweight Champion. And Stone Cold Steve Austin, a former TNW Pro Wrestling Champion and TNW United States Tag Team Champion, and nonetheless a former TNW Universal Champion, a 2-time TNW Universal Champion, if we may add. And right now, The Rock going to work, as The Rock is back here on Tuesday nights one last time to compete. As he takes on Stone Cold Steve Austin. The Rock, the Brahma Bull, into the cover. And that was an early pin attempt by The Rock. And the right hands by the Brahma Bull. The Rock going to work on the Texas Rattlesnake, Stone Cold Steve Austin. And a stomp in the arm by The Rock. As he's got Stone Cold Steve Austin where he wants him. Austin with an elbow in the gut. And running Bulldog by the Texas Rattlesnake. Stone Cold Steve Austin going to work on The Rock.
You just know someone's going to get the...
And now, an arm breaker by The Rock. The Rock sends Austin off the ropes. Going for a clothesline, but Austin ducks. Going for a suplex, but Austin counters it. Like I said, both these two know each other since the Attitude Era. And now Austin going for the Texas Pile Driver. The Pile Driver by Austin onto The Rock. The Brahma Bull and is right now being taken down by Austin. Austin with the Lutez press on The Rock. Stone Cold Steve Austin with the Luthez press. And now Austin maybe ending the match a little early. Stunner! Stunner! The stunner on The Rock. Could that be all? Cover here. 2. No! The Rock got the shoulder up at 2. And Austin can't believe it. That The Rock would kick out of a Stone Cold Stunner. Now The Rock being taken to by Austin in this fight. And now referee being knocked down by The Rock and Austin. And now Austin, what's he thinking here? Going for a superplex, but The Rock, axe handle off the top. And The Rock trying to get some ovation here from these San Antonio fans. That may cost him here, like I pointed out there, but The Rock had it well scouted. Rock's got Austin up. Samoan drop by The Rock. The Samoan drop. And The Rock now has Austin right where he wants him. Austin trying to get up here. And a kick to the spine by The Rock as he's got Stone Cold Steve Austin right where he wants him. These two really know each other since the Attitude Era. And now, Austin being taken to by The Rock in this fight.
Here comes The Rock.
And The Rock taking it straight to Austin. And now, The Rock picks him up. Andre takedown by Stone Cold Steve Austin. And a knee to the face by Stone Cold Steve Austin. And he sends The Rock into the corner. Both these two know each other. Austin stomping the gut. And now he's stomping that mud hole in The Rock and walking it dry. I may have spoken too soon. There it is. He's stomping a mud hole in The Rock and walking it dry. He just stomped that mud hole in The Rock and walking it dry. Austin picks him up into a suplex. A suplex by Stone Cold Steve Austin as he's got The Rock right where he wants him.
I think that actually rocked The Rock.
Uh-oh, elbow in the face by The Rock as he's got Austin right now. Going for a sidewalk slam, but Austin with that knee to the face counter. Can he capitalize on it? And he does. A second Luthez press, Stone Cold. Stone Cold with the Luthez press. Could that be all she wrote here for The Rock? Cover here, 2, 3, no, and The Rock kicks out. And look at Austin. Austin can't believe it as The Rock kicked out of the Luthez press a second time. And now Austin has got The Rock right where he wants him. A stomp in the arm by Austin. And now Austin now looking for the second Stone Cold Stunner. Can he hit it? The stunner! The stunner! The second stunner! It's over! Austin with a cover! 1, 2, 3, no! A kick out at 2.5. Austin thought that was it. The referee had a count there. Austin may not like that officiating there, but that was the right call. Austin, The Rock had the shoulder up at 2.5, and oh my God. The Rock's been busted wide open at the hands of Stone Cold Steve Austin. Could he capitalize on it? And Austin right now. Whoa! Arm breaker by The Rock. And The Rock right now. The second Samoan drop by The Rock. As he's got Stone Cold Steve Austin right where he wants him. Austin right now is down. As these San Antonio, Texas fans are trying to show their support for the Texas Rattlesnake. The Rock's got him up. Rock bottom. Rock bottom on Stone Cold Steve Austin. Rock cover 2. No. Austin got the shoulder up. And every one of these San Antonio fans thought that had to be it for Austin. And now, a stomp in the face by The Rock as he's got Austin right where he wants him. And now Austin with a counter. Austin picks him up. Going for a third Luthez press, but The Rock counters his head. And a leg sweep by The Rock. With that knee. That knee of Austin. Axe handle by The Rock, taking down Austin with everything he's got. And he picks him up, but Austin with a takedown on The Rock. Covered by Austin. Could that be all she wrote for The Rock? 2, no. And a kick at it too by The Rock. And The Rock being taken to by Stone Cold Steve Austin. Austin now with The Rock as he's got him right where he wants him. And a shoulder block takedown by The Rock. And The Rock right now with an elbow right in the head of Stone Cold Steve Austin. Cover here by The Rock, 2. No. Austin kicked out. This one continues.
Can you believe what he's been?
And an elbow again to the head of Austin, as The Rock is taking it to Stone Cold Steve Austin. The Rock right now going to work on Austin's head. Uh-oh. The Rock, the Brahma Bull, maybe setting up for a rock bottom. Rock bottom. Rock bottom on Austin. The second rock bottom. Cover here by The Rock. Could that be all? 2. No. Austin kicked out of that second rock bottom. That's the old situation. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. And Austin had it well played there. Elbow to the spine by The Rock. Has Austin right where he wants him. And a stomp in the back there by The Rock. He's got Stone Cold Steve Austin right where he wants him.
Anything else?
And he's trying to get Austin here where he wants him. But Austin right now with a counter with that back body drop on The Rock. Austin off the ropes. Running elbow by the Texas Rattlesnake. Covered by Austin. Will that be all she wrote for The Rock? 2. No. The Rock kicked out.
This is unreal. You know, it's hard to believe.
Rock kicked out of the running elbow.
He still has some gas left in his tank.
And Austin now picking up The Rock. The Rock with a counter. Covered by The Rock. Could that be all she wrote here? 2. No. Austin kicked out.
This guy's tough. Oh, there's no quick.
And oh, look at that. Oh, it didn't even face the Texas Rattlesnake. And look at him. Stone Cold Stunner. Stone Cold Stunner. It's over. Austin. 2. 3. Austin. He has beaten The Rock. What a moment for Stone Cold Steve Austin to defeat The Rock here in San Antonio, Texas on Tuesday Night War. As you can see, that stunner took down The Rock. He got the shoulder up, and there you see the Luthez press a second time. He got The Rock right in the head. And that stunner one more time. The Rock was down, and bam! That stunner is a devastating move. Let's take our ring announcement for the introduction. Here's your winner, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Austin has beaten The Rock here in San Antonio, Texas. What a matchup. Stone Cold Steve Austin has beaten The Rock here in San Antonio, Texas. Austin's back home here in Texas, and what a victorious victory for that man, Stone Cold Steve Austin. And what a main event this has been, as The Rock has been beaten by Austin. And it looks like Austin reversed the jinx tonight here in Texas. And right now, folks, we are out of time for this main event. Tuesday Night War has beaten HWF 3 times now. On behalf of the Tuesday Night War, we'll see you next time. Good fight, good night, and thanks for joining us.